Hey guys, it's Dr. Aliotto. I see a lot of people for hormone imbalances and the things that come with hormone imbalances, such as PMS, PMDD, irregular cycles, PCOS, pain, heaviness, moodiness, infertility, you name it. But today I want to talk a little bit about PMS and what that is, why it happens, and what we can do about it. So PMS is the week to sometimes 2 weeks before your cycle that you have menstrual symptoms, hormonal symptoms. They can be bloating, weight gain, cravings, moodiness, fatigue, sleep changes, breast tenderness. They can be pain, in your ovaries. It can be serious depression or panic, right? And then once the period comes, it can be extremely heavy, extremely painful, very clotty, right? And while these things are extremely common, they're not really normal, okay? Because I want women to bleed without even knowing they're going to, other than the idea that it's supposed to come once a month, right? So, that's really the ideal is, it's coming, oh, here it is. But there's very minimal pain, if any. There's very minimal changes in mood. There's very minimal any symptom at all. So why do these symptoms actually happen? Well, generally, first and foremost, it's hormone imbalance, right? So when we have imbalanced hormones, such as too much estrogen or not enough progesterone, we can have all sorts of symptoms, many of the ones that I've already mentioned. So we want to assess hormones and then rebalance them, right? And there's all sorts of ways to do that, right? I prefer to use urine testing to assess hormones, but you can also do it via saliva or blood. If you do get it via blood, you want to make sure that you're getting your blood drawn on day 21 of a 28-day cycle. That is going to give you your progesterone peak. Progesterone is the highest in the second half of the cycle. So we want to find the progesterone peak so that we can compare estrogen to progesterone and see where things are at, right? It helps us figure out if it's a hormonal cause of PMS or PMDD or any other thing that we can call it. The reason why I like urine testing, such as the Dutch test, is because it allows me not only to see all of the hormone values, but it also allows me to see how your body actually metabolizes and clears your hormones. Because we have hormone production, we have hormone metabolism, which is mostly through the liver. The liver is the main organ of hormone detoxification and metabolism. And then we have clearance, so getting it out of the body, right? So there's all these different pieces or pathways that things could go awry. And we want to know exactly where the imbalance lies so we can specifically address that imbalance. Otherwise, we don't really know. We're just kind of shooting in the dark, and I do not like shooting in the dark. So that's one cause, is hormone imbalance. And we can, if it's estrogen dominance, meaning too much estrogen in comparison to progesterone, then we can either detoxify estrogen, increase progesterone, right? Look at the body products that you're using, your home cleaning products. A lot of these products have chemicals, materials that disrupt our hormones and can increase estrogen unnaturally, right? So we want to look at what we're using, and I can talk more about that in another video. But that's another thing that we really want to be mindful of is, where is this estrogen coming from, right? Then we want to figure out, okay, is it hormone imbalance? Is it a liver stagnation or sluggishness, right? Because we could just need to support the liver. Is it a methylation or genetic issue? So if we have MTHFR or COMT among some of the other genes that can be inefficient, right, at methylating, detoxifying, getting rid of excess hormones, and we want to address those genetics. So that could be a cause. And we can figure that out via testing as well. It could be genetic testing, it could be Dutch testing, it could be other testing, blood work, etc. So we may need to support genetics and detoxification and methylation. It may also be that simply you are too inflamed. Inflammation is at the root of so many chronic diseases, right, and presentations. And inflammation can come from stress. It can come from diet. It can come from the environment, such as some of those products that we mentioned just previously. So those products that have a lot of fragrance, right? They're not very good for your hormones, okay? So we want to figure out that exact thing, the thing that is causing the PMS or PMDD, irregular cycles, etc. So again, just focusing on PMS today. So we may need to rebalance hormones. We may need to support detoxification and methylation. We may need to reduce inflammation and stress. Really quick on diet, ways to reduce inflammation via the diet is cut out processed foods. Cut them out. Cut out the sugar, cut out the alcohol, okay? They are going to increase inflammation rapidly and significantly. So cut them out, okay? The processed foods are those things that you didn't make. They come in a package, you warm them up, or you put your hand in that bag and start eating them. That's processed, okay? We don't want that because there's so many chemicals and additives and artificial things in there that just create excess inflammation. So if we can cut those out and focus on whole foods, we are going to see an improvement in hormones and PMS. I almost guarantee it if you're eating a lot of processed foods or fast foods, okay? So questions, let me know. Again, this is a really quick tidbit on PMS, PMDD, hormone imbalances, etc. But definitely assess what you're putting in your body, around your body, what you're cleaning with, what your stress is like, and then we can get some lab tests and really figure this out, all right? Share this with somebody if you know that they struggle with hormone imbalances, PMS, PMDD, menstrual challenges, and let me know if you have more questions, okay? Love to work with you, but share this, like this. Thanks so much for your support. Talk to you soon.